All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. And boy, interesting stuff. Now, this lesson. Khan, definitely. Now this lesson was inspired by a post that I saw. And that's why I put the title. The title is going to come from the story that I'm going to read from this post. And this is an incident that happened to an individual. So the thumbnail that you see on there is the individual who went through this. Okay. Now the as we read it, hey man, when you look at the title of it, it says last night I was physically assaulted as I crossed the corner of Nagel and Elwood. And I saw 3 videos today. The first one was on Twitter. You had, I think, an older woman. I think they said 50-something years old or so, but she was going down the train. And as she's going down the train, some dude came behind her and kicked her, and then kept hitting her in the head with a hammer, a whole hammer, right? So he keeps hitting her in the head. I mean, and not like something light. Like he's hitting her in the head with a hammer until she goes down. And then he steals her stuff and then he runs. And then the other video that I saw, you had an individual or a woman that was being chased on an open field by a car. This freaking van, like some scene out of The Purge or some shit. And this van is just following her full speed, chasing her across the whole park. And like it was like a police report, and they were saying, look, if anybody knows any information or has seen this woman, report it. And then the third one was this one, okay? And I believe there was also another one of I think they said like a Bronx train station. You had an individual, some dude. Hey, people just bugging out. You had some dude that had a bag or so of human feces. And this man, some woman sitting, on the platform, he goes and he just smears it on her face and hits her on the back of the head or some shit. People just losing it. But as I read this, see, because when we do these videos, people, they feel a type of way. They feel as though we're just trying to fearmonger you. No. You could go ask this lady. She'll tell you, because she experienced the reality. All right, because that's what's happening. It's getting real out here. And the title that I put, that's what the police told her when she called them. They said, look, let me read it. Let me just read it. All right. I just wanted to give time so people could join and you could hear it. But it says here, last night I was physically assaulted as I crossed the corner of Nagel and Elwood. So it says it was about 2:30 a.m. and I had just parked in the 24-hour garage about 2 blocks away from my mom's apartment, which is like a 5-minute walk. It's very cold, so I'm layered up, and I have my phone in my pocket and my purse on my shoulder. As I'm crossing the street, passing PS 152, I see a dark-skinned man about 5'8", medium build, maroon hoodie, and a black jacket walking in the opposite direction as me, but the opposite side of the sidewalk. My natural instinct is to be alert, but I wasn't scared or felt threatened. She said, Dykeman is still my home, born and raised for over 19 years. And then, even after I moved, yada, yada, yada. So it says, as the man passed me, I felt the need to look back. When I did, with this look of pure hate and malice, he swung a weapon that looked like an axe, but wrapped with some sort of thick cloth. I tried to block with my left arm, but he got me on the left side of head. So I guess he hit her on the left side of her head. It says, I lost my balance as he stroked me again on my right shoulder. I tried to defend / catch myself, and as I fell, I used my bag to hit back and shield. All the while, I'm screaming at the top of my lungs. It says, I really thought I was going to die. All I could think is, I don't want, and this is in all caps now, I don't want to die. I have a daughter. What WTF? Right? So as this was going on, she said, all I could think was, I don't want to die. I have a daughter. WTF? So in other words, that's when reality set in. Because now your life is endangered. Like there's a dude with a shit that look like an axe. And the dude is, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to take you out. You know? So it's 2:00 a.m. She's screaming and ain't nobody there. And this dude is about to, and this is like regular news now. You gonna see why I say that. Once I hit the ground, as I was screaming, he ran off Elwood, and I kind of crawled into a run towards my mom's in the opposite direction. All of this occurred in a matter of minutes. Just like that. You go to park at the garage, you getting out, you walking home, it's 2 in the morning, you see some dude, and in a matter of minutes, you could have lost your life. So it says, and hey, people got to wise up, man, especially you. She's going to tell you out of her own mouth. Let me just read. It says, once I reached the building my mom was at the door. The buzzer didn't work. Once she realized something had happened, she had that worst mother's fear look on her face. And although I really was trying to keep it together for her, we was just bawling, crying. I could barely talk or keep my balance, but all I remember is I wanted to be in the safety of my home. So number one, all I could think was, I don't want to die. I have a daughter. What the F? Now, all she could think of was she wanted to be safe. Safe. You hear that? All I could think of was I wanted to be safe. And this is, when I finish this, you're going to understand Isaiah 4:1 much better. Okay? The attitude people have now is not going to be the same attitude they're going to have in the time of Jacob's trouble. All right. So it says here, we called the cops and they came through almost immediately with the EMTs. A couple of detectives also came around 4 a.m. Now listen to this. They basically said the same thing. Things have gotten so bad, assaults with no pattern, where people end up in the hospital or dead, that they don't recommend anyone in NYC going out alone after 9 p.m. I'm going to read that again. It says, they basically all said the same thing. Things have gotten so bad, assaults with no pattern, where people end up in the hospital or dead, that they don't recommend, this is the NYPD pretty much, they said, recommend anyone in NYC going out alone after 9 p.m., especially women. I'm going to read that again. Especially women. So when we tell you this, are we just saying it because we want to be sexist and we're just this misogynist and you guys hate women and you always cursing them out and where a woman is equal and a woman can do whatever she wants to do? This is the reality. Why would they say especially women? Because even the scriptures tell you that she is the weaker vessel. How come she got overpowered? Now, the Lord had it to where, she ain't that dude ain't take her out. But as things get worse and worse, there's gonna be situations you're gonna hear of this so much. Like there's gonna be nothing they can do about it. Rape, murder, such a high level that if you're a woman and you got raped and you file a report, nothing is gonna be done about it because they're gonna be like, yo, there's like 5,000 other rape cases. I mean, what you want us to do? That's pretty much what it's gonna be like. Let's keep going. It says here, as I am typing this, it sounds surreal. Physically, I'm okay. The left side of my face is more swollen today and my body is sore. Got a couple of knots on my shoulder. Mentally and emotionally, I know I'm going to need time and probably therapy. So then the last part of the post says, It says, this post is primarily for all the females. Please, please, please always stay aware, precautious, and prayed up. You never think it'll happen to you till it does. It says the rate of assault on women, whether violent aggression or sexual assault, is alarming. And it's not like we don't hear about it, but you think, oh, I'll whip out my taser. I'll whip out, where is it? I'll whip out my taser out or my pepper spray or whatever, but it just doesn't happen how or when you think. So she's telling you from what she just experienced, the reality of it. And this is going to happen. Look, man, let me just finish it. It says technically out of any 5 women, one is bound to get assaulted in some way, shape, or form. Too many don't survive. I'm sure that not everyone shares their story because of the trauma. And then, she goes on, so on and so forth. And at the end, she says, I'm so blessed. I'm so extremely blessed and thankful to my God, Jesus Christ. First off, all right, anyway. And I believe that everything happens for a reason. So whatever the reason, I am grateful for my life and health. So now, you see how in a matter of minutes, the way she sees the world is going to be completely different. Completely different. And all it took was minutes. In Babylon, growing up in Babylon, there's a certain mentality that gets built and formed inside your head, men and women. And that's how they see things. They see reality to come and rewire that. You see? So if she had, and I'm sure, even if she might not say it, I'm sure that feeling she had, she said it. She said when she was walking and she saw the dude coming, she didn't feel like threatened or anything. But now what do you think is going to happen if the situation comes again where she's outside by herself late at night, she sees somebody walking up? You think she's going to feel that same ease after what she's experienced? No. She's going to look at things much differently. That is why the scriptures say in that day, this is what's going to happen, because it's not going to, it sounds like, damn, women are actually going to, multiple women to one man. Did you hear what she said? She said, all I could think of was pretty much her life. I don't want to die. That's all she could think of. So now if you're in this situation and it's so deadly and dangerous out there, all right, and the only protection, well, since I mentioned that, she's traumatized. And a lot of people are going to be traumatized, in these times to come. Okay? And they're going to be seeking safety, protection, and that Isaiah 4:1. Let me just start getting these precepts. All right? But it's showing you that whenever have you heard so many, like, the crime rates are through the roof, to where the police are telling you, look, if you in NYC, don't go out alone past 9 p.m. All right? Especially women. All right? We've been telling y'all. But now, and the Lord hasn't even really started anything yet, man. It's a gradual turning up. It's a gradual turning up. But you're going to see, they're going to start seeking safety. That independent woman shit. Matter of fact, there was also another video. And I believe the elder brother Manat Zakba did a video on it. It was this military woman. This woman that was this Jake woman that was in the military. And she's crying. She's talking about how people were insensitive, and how she said, I'm so scared right now, But see, all the games stop when your life is hanging in doubt. When you're not sure if you're gonna live or if you're gonna die, when you're put in a situation where you don't know, you don't have control over it, you're overpowered. That's when reality sets in. That's what we're telling you. That's why we tell you, because in the time when all hell is breaking loose, it's not going to be in your control. You think you have control now. You think you're in the driver's seat. But instead of seeking the Lord, they're going out to these clubs. They're exposing themselves. They taking all these kinds of pictures. Don't you know that you got creeps out there that know how to track where you live? You go out to this place, you got your location on. You're always posting something over here. You know, shalom, shalom. Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Barakatah. Wa Yahweh Bashem Yahshai Barakatam to all you listening. You know, they over here at such and such with such and such, or doing this with this location on. Pretty much come find my ass. So what you think is gonna happen as crime get 2nd Ezra 15, 2nd Ezra 16? And who's gonna be there to protect you? You know? Who's gonna you ain't gonna protect yourself? She said it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna whip out my taser and I'm gonna pepper spray his ass and I'm gonna do that shit. The freak. You ain't doing none of that. When you're like, look, if a nigga swing an axe at you and you fall and he has the upper hand, it is the mercy of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. That's the only way you getting out of here, man. And people are about to realize that the cold, hard way, very cold, hard way. You heard what the police said? They said they end up in the hospital or they end up dead. Because these are like spontaneous attacks. Why? Because the Most High is issuing out judgment. He's putting the spirit on these people. He's, all right, go have him, put her to death, put him to death. So, you know, you look at it and you're like, there was a video of a dude who was in the bank. And he, you know, his back is turned. He's doing a transaction at the ATM. Some dude walks up into the bank with a freaking, I think he also had a hammer or a hatchet. And he just walks into the bank with a hatchet. You look at the dude and then boom, he just gets to work. And you thinking, and that's why the cop said there's no pattern. It's not like some serial killer mastermind is, yeah, I got her now. No, it's just people were just bugging out because let's start off here with the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 12. It says, and because iniquity shall abound. And when you go into the word iniquity, it goes into anarchy. Okay? The anarch meaning without and key meaning rule. Like you have monarchy, the sole rule. Well, anarchy is without rule. So because of that lawlessness abounding, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. These people are the kind of crimes that you're hearing of now. These are like some movie scene crimes, but happening in real life. Okay? And people are going through these things, and it's gonna get more. You're gonna hear more and more of this to the point where it's gonna get out of control, where people are gonna be afraid to leave their houses. But then what's worse is you're gonna find out that you're not safe even in your house. Because then the stories are gonna come. This person broke in, you know, somebody broke into your house and they did this. There was a story of a homeless man. A woman let a homeless man into her house to use her shower, and when he was done, he slit her throat. Apparently, that's what we do now. We just let homeless people. Nigga, some homeless guy comes to your door. Can I use your shower? What you mean? You can use my what? Can I use your shower? Oh yeah, come on right in. And she probably lived by herself too. But you see the mindset that this lady was in. I don't want to die. I have a daughter. WTF. Exactly, yeah. And these cops, man, because it's gonna get to the point where now their lives are in danger. Because anybody, when your life is in danger, you get shook by whatever situation you were in. So if a cop goes and he doesn't have enough backup, and because a lot of these workers, they dip because of these mandates, and his life is in danger, and he experiences a near-death experience because crime rates are through the roof, and he remembers his family like, yo, I got a family too, and if I was to die today, who's gonna take care of my family? So what you think the cop is going? Oh, should I go keep on putting my life at risk for some shitty pay? And to be discriminated? No, I ain't doing that. F this. Keep your badge. You know, I got a family to protect. I always say this. Listen, yeah, they talk about it, serve and protect. Okay, that's one thing. But do you serve and protect a stranger over your family? What happens if you know that the neighborhood is so bad that people are breaking into houses and so on and so forth? People are going to be afraid to go to work. Because now you're leaving your kids here, you know, they're going to be like, look, man. And they show you in the movie World War Z, when all hell was breaking loose and people were robbing stores. And the main character, I forgot his name, but he goes into the store and then he starts to take some stuff because he sees everybody else taking it. He needed some stuff. And then a cop walks in there. So he sees the cop, and then he goes like that, like he raises his hand. And the cop just walk right past him and start stealing some stuff himself. Because guess what? They're also human. All right? They're also people. So they're like, I'm going to arrest you. All hell's breaking loose. People are stealing. I'm going to arrest you? For what? You know, what jail am I going to take your ass to? Let's see. So the next precept here is the book of First Peter. Brad Pitt, the water brother, Brad Pitt. He was the actor, the main character in that movie. But this is why I said, look, you have to use your brain, man. You got to use your brain. If you know there's certain things you know you can't help. So don't put yourself in that situation and blame the situation. You know it's getting dangerous out. So you should, okay, well, what I got to start taking precautions so that I'm not out when it's late or I'm with somebody, you know, because what happens if I end up that's the thing. They always think it can never happen to me. You always think it can never happen to me. And that's the worst part. Especially people that are just in the world because they don't have that hedge or protection from the Lord. So that means that it's open season. And the Lord will, everything that happens, the Lord wills it. If you're serving the Lord, then he got you. He said, I got you. Look, I'm the one who sends out the hits, and I got you. You're good. But you are, not only are you outside of the hedge, but then you coming against people that are in the hedge. What do you you're asking for it? This is the book of First Peter chapter 3, verse 7. It says, likewise, ye husbands, dwell with them, the wives, according to knowledge, giving honor unto the wife as unto the weaker vessel. The weaker of what? The man and the woman. The woman is weaker than the man. As being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. So if you know that you're a weaker vessel, if you know that you can't go toe to toe with a man, if you know that in most situations you are the prey, and that's why they emphasize, especially women, you have to use your brain. I did a video on this a while back. You have to use your brain. You got to think, yo, if some dude ran up on me right now, what could I really do? Is it wise to make enemies out of these guys? Is it wise to be out in this setting, knowing the kinds of things that have been going on? Maybe I should keep my ass home. Maybe I should watch the way I dress. These are all things that play a factor. Okay? Today I was driving and I saw two, I think they might have been either Ishmaelite or Elamite women, but they were all covered up. You know, they wear the hijab and the all black, you know, all covered up, right? And, you know, I'm driving, I see them going to women, and you can't see anything. You can't, because it's not like they're wearing tight black, they're wearing loose stuff. So you can't see anything. So it's almost like they're not there. You know, you don't really, unless you have like a certain hatred, like, yeah, I just want to target you for a specific reason. But it's like they just go under the cover somewhere. Your mind doesn't go on them like, oh, who that? What's up? None. So now, if you see a chick that's dressed all provocative and stuff, even if you're not interested or whatnot, you might, whoa, oh shit, oh, that's crazy, you know? So what you think is gonna happen with a dude because a lot of these dudes, they go around, they're like, look, man, I need some shit, you know? I got a pump. So they out there, you know, they may be homeless, or they may be, you know, they may have demons on them, you know? And they're not finna come and spit game to you. So you just walked into their playground. You hear this? It's mad late. He's walking around. He's pissed off. He sees you, and better yet, you basically serving yourself on a silver platter. You know, you teasing him like, come on, you could take a look, but he gonna be like, yeah, I could touch. Then he's gonna come for you. The scriptures say it, that their wives ravished. That's the times we're coming into. We're coming into the real life purge. That's about to be a reality. The only thing is, the purge is for what, 12 hours? This is the forever purge. All right? Yeah, they're looking for a fresh catch. And you'd be lucky if they don't kill you after. But this is the forever purge. This isn't 12 hours or a movie. Damn, yo, that movie was crazy. Oh my gosh, the scene was so scary. No, the scene is about to be you in real life. So as it says, as unto the weaker vessel. So if we know and understand that you are the weaker vessel, that's not for you to get offended. And it shows when reality hits, it shows. Because I bet you she was looking, What? Ask yourself, right? She said she was screaming at the top of her lungs. What was she screaming for? You think she's screaming, right? She's screaming. You think she's looking for one other woman? Like maybe if it was like three guys and she's screaming, or maybe two guys and she's screaming. You think she's looking for another woman or another girl to come? No, she's screaming for help from somebody that can help. All right? It's like the story that came out like years ago of that woman that went jogging in a park, and then I think she got killed or something like that, and I forgot exactly what the whole thing was, but in that situation, say the dude got his hands on your throat and he's squeezing, and you there and you're literally thinking, I'm about to die. You're not looking for a girl you're looking for a man that can come and knock this dude's head off to protect you. That is what you're looking for. You're looking for assurance. And she said it, the safety. You're looking for safety, protection. The way people think when their life is in danger, they'll do anything. Anything. You have somebody that's not a murderer put somebody to death if their life is on the line. All right? This is Isaiah 32:9. It says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease." There you go. And we can't stress it enough. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. And they're starting to realize, yo, this shit is not cool anymore. It's not fun anymore. And you know what? When you start experiencing it, you'll know why we tell you the things we tell you. You know why we tell you, this partying and this going out lifestyle. That's why the scriptures say, give her no liberty to gad abroad. Because especially in the ancient world, if you by yourself, ain't no cameras and no, you get taken. You get taken. Now, if it's a wicked individual who doesn't give a damn, here it is, you got a man or whatnot, you're done. He took you. That's adultery. If you're not with it, that's adultery on his end. He's gonna get whatever's gonna come to him. But what you gonna do? You've been violated. And once you've been violated, what are you gonna do? It's like a trauma. That's trauma. It's stigmatized. It's on you. It's gonna be some dark part of your mind that's always gonna be there. It's gonna it's gonna get bad out here, man. And the thing is, people are not gonna have therapy. They're going to seek therapy. They're going to seek somebody to tell them everything is going to be okay. But what do you do in a situation where you just got hurt? And you call the cops and they come and tell you, hey, there's nothing we can do about it. Or they don't even show up at all. So you're hurt and ain't nobody there to comfort you. Do you see the reality? Isaiah 32:9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Because you got a lot of women and a lot of men that are out there with a proud mindset, like, you know what, I don't need it, man, F whatever you say, now I'll do what I want to do. It's always if that happens, I'm going to do this. If that happens, I'm going to just do this. I'm going to just kick him in the nuts. I'm going to just knock him out. You heard her. She said, look, it doesn't come when you're ready and you're expecting it. Like, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let me knock this guy. No. So you get taken off guard, and now you're thinking, you forget everything that you planned in your head. I'm going to do a roundhouse kick, knock his head to the side, and when he's groggy and shit, I'm going to hit him with the Superman punch and then DDT his ass. You're going to forget all of that. Your heart is going to be beating so fast, you're going to hear it like a freaking drum. And you're going to want to run and scream and all. I'm telling you, like the video that I saw of the woman that was running on the field, and she's just running, and she was screaming. She wasn't just running, she was screaming because the car was like coming at a fast pace, just trying to, I guess they were trying to catch her and put her in the back of the van or something, and she's running, screaming like, ha, ha. And the shit, you just see the car come from one end full speed, come on that park, like, you coming with us today, Oh, man. Yo, the people don't know, man. Verse 10, it says, many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. And that's why it's important that those of us that know this truth and have this knowledge and that serve Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, you continue to do so with fear and with trembling. Okay? Because when the time comes, you're going to be more than grateful that you have the Lord with us. Okay? Especially, you know, men and women. But when you witness the things that are happening to, like, for say you're a woman and you witness the things that are happening to other women, you're gonna be, and you know that, you know, I'm protected because I'm with a man of the Lord, or I'm protected because the Lord has a, you know, protection, a hedge of protection on me. That feeling is gonna be priceless. You can't put a price on that. You wouldn't sell that. You wouldn't give that up. You say, "Nah, hey, don't look, bro. I'm nah." You know, if I got a man, say something goes down and yep, the Lord bless your man with spiritual power and he protects you. What would you give that man up for? Nothing. Nothing. There's nothing gonna be worth more. Ain't no gold. That's why it says in Isaiah 13, the Lord said, "I shall make a man more precious than fine gold." Nobody. If somebody came to you, yo, I got a whole field full of gold. Just give me your man, and you can have the field. They're gonna look at you like, if you don't turn your ass around. First off, I'm only alive because this man, he protects me. You know, he provides for me. I don't even know what's going on. I just know that I just gotta follow him, and I'll be good. So they're not gonna want to be too far apart from you. You know, and that's why it says a man more precious than fine gold, and that's why it says, I shall make a man more precious than Salaki. I just said that. That's why it says that 7 women shall take hold of 1 man. Because at that point, it's not going to be, oh, he's my man, I'm not sharing him. No, it's going to be whatever he says goes. If he says, all right, you could come with us, she's coming with us. You know why? Because whatever woman is already with that man is not going to want to do anything to jeopardize her position or her safety or her protection. She's going to know that I see women getting raped and killed, and I see the news, and I see what's going on. And I know that if I'm caught slipping out there, that's me. So if he says 5 other women are coming with us, I ain't saying a damn thing, because I don't want him to boot my ass. And then what am I going to do? You see, the mindset is going to change. It's going to change real quick. Verse 11, it says, "Tremble, ye women that are at ease." The scriptures say tremble. The Lord is going to give you a reason to tremble. That's why he's saying that. "Ye women that are at ease, be troubled, ye careless ones, strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins," which is a sign of mourning, because it's going to be hard times. It says, "They shall lament for the teats and for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine," because a lot of the perks and benefits and luxurious lifestyle they got to live now, they're not living in reality. They're living in an artificial bubble, which is called social media, which is called that woman worship spirit. That's going to go out the window very fast. All right? That's going to go out the window very fast. When people find out, that's like you go to the store and realize you go to the store and everybody's just stealing things and taking things. Well, you're going to pick things up and go to the register when the cashier himself is stealing things? That's what it's going to be like. For somebody to come to you and try to spit game to you when all hell is breaking loose and people are just taking people. You know? They ain't going to be no, I know there's gunshots out there, but if I could just get your number, I'd probably hit you up tonight. They're not going to come to try and play game. So that I got options, that, and I'm bored of him, and he's pissing me off. Let me talk to this other guy. Let me post this picture right here and get all these comments and these likes and make me feel a kind of way. That's going out the window. Say there's a cyber attack. They shut down everything. Lights go out, internet goes out, service goes out. Because a lot of people's whole lives are social media, because they're a different person. They have power on there. But all that gets shut down, and now you have to deal with reality. Now you have to fight. Now you have to struggle. You have to claw tooth and nail just to get damn near a cracker to eat. But you finally find this food, but how do you protect it? You can't even protect yourself. So how do you keep what you have? You struggle to find it, but how do you keep it? And then it's gonna be like Amos 5:19. It says, as if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or then he ran from the bear and leaned his hand on a wall in the house and a serpent bit him. So there's going to be danger on every front, on every side. Just when you finally barely made it out, I'll give you another example. Let's say this woman, say she ran to her mom's house, but then as she was going there, a van just pulled up. And they're like, yo, grab her. And then she just manages to escape, and she's screaming and she's going door to door, but all the doors are locked. Nobody's letting her in. And then this car's chasing her. The axe dude ran into the woods somewhere. The people are behind her, so she's so afraid she runs into this dark park. And she runs into this dark park and she just see like a freaking hyena or some shit. What the hell's a hyena doing here? You see that feeling? Where in her mind, she's thinking, if I could just make it to my mom's house, I'll be fine. But then you make it there and find out that place is even worse than where you just ran from. Do you understand the mental trauma and dilemma that does to people? When you are so afraid that the only place you thought you could find succor or comfort is worse than where you just ran from. And you don't know what's going on. You don't know where to go. You don't know what to do. You just know that there's people coming after you from every side. Anytime somebody sees you, they already plotting on either robbing you, raping you, killing you, taking what you got, whatever. So I'm gonna jump up to Isaiah, same chapter, but verse 2, Isaiah 32:2. It says, a man shall be as an hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. So now think about it like this. Everybody, for the most part, like, people have jobs, right? People have jobs because they're like, well, if I don't have a job, then I can't pay bills. If I can't pay bills, I can't have a place to stay. I can't buy food to eat. I can't do grocery shopping. I can't have electricity. I can't have a phone because I can't pay the phone bill. I can't do anything. So what do people do? They go and they get a job so that they can escape that dilemma. Well, in Jacob's trouble, that's how it'll be, but with a man. They're going to know, look, with all the things going on, I need to go get a man, or else I'm subject to all of these things. Well, really, a man in the Lord. But in that time, they're going to be looking for a man plain. Like I said, really a man in the Lord. But anyway, so that's going to be the thing. Now, it's not like you can just get up and go get a job. Some people have jobs, some people don't. And it's harder for the people that don't. Well, in that time, some people are going to have men, some people are not. And it's going to get so bad. It's not going to be just women. You're going to have men. And they're going to see the men of the Lord, and they're going to want to come with them. Like, yo, bro, like, yo, this shit is, bro, you know what's going on, and the Isaiah 33:6, we're not going to be bugging out and losing our minds, because however the Lord is going to direct us, we're going to be good. We're going to be fine. We're going to have that faith, and it's going to flourish. It's going to be evident that there's something different up. There's some different people on the planet right now. There's something different about them, And people are going to try to flock to that. Like when it's dark and you see a light, you go to the light. Well, guess what? That light is Yahweh Shai. He's going to be within us. The spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai is within us. So we're going to be guided. 2nd Ezra, the 16th chapter, the Most High says that he is our guide. So we're going to know where to go. We're not going to lose our minds. The way it is, if there's danger, the Lord will intervene and protect us. So we're going to be okay because we have security. And we know, okay, we know what's happening. We know what we have to do if something goes wrong. These people, what they think is I'm going to call 911. But then when 911 ain't working and 911 got to call 911, they don't know what to do. And that's when the panic sets in. I don't know what to do. Like, hey, he chased me, and then she's crying, and her eyes are red, and she's like, snot is coming out her mouth, and she's probably bleeding from the side of her head, and she's disoriented. She can't speak. Half her clothes are ripped off. And she's just like, please help, and she's screaming, and that's about to be a reality. And you can only imagine the level of fear that's going on. Where if you told her, look, come with me, And she, okay, please, what do I do? You think somebody's gonna be willing? You think that in that state she's in, she's gonna want to talk back? That whole these niggas ain't shit, and I don't f with these kind of guys, and I don't. You're gonna see exactly why and how quickly that thing is gonna fly out the window, man. It's gonna fly out the window. All right, so I only got about 2 more precepts. Let's see, Isaiah. I mentioned this 4 and 1. So now let's go to that. So after reading all of that and speaking on that and reading those precepts, now let's read this, Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1. And it says, in that day, which is a clue. What day is that? The same day, Jeremiah 30 and 7. Okay? That day is great. There is none like it. That's the time of Jacob's trouble. It says, and in that day, 7 women, which 7 meaning a complete amount. Okay? Yeah, Khan. That thing is going to be out. It says, and in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach, which goes into that shame. All right. And when you go, first, I want to look up one thing. I want to look up the word take hold. All right. Let's see what the word there is. It says here, hazak. Oh, it says here, to be resolute, to be firm, to be caught fast. When they say fast, not meaning with speed, but meaning with security. Meaning like if they say hold something fast, that means you're holding it tight, making sure that it's not going to escape. So it says here, to be secure. You hear that? 7 women shall take hold. The word take hold, it says to be secure, to be urgent. All right? To be urgent, to be severe, grievous. Oh, Lord. Lord have mercy. It says here, to retain, hold up, to hold sleep with. So is the picture starting to come into the mind now? It says to put forth strength, to use one's strength, to hold. So when it says 7 women going to take hold of one man, it don't mean she going to come to you trying to, she trying to bargain. No, she's going to come with her life. Like it depends on it. Hold strongly with. Shit, if you say no, she might just like grab or hold on to your leg and freaking be dragged. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I have to go with you. You might have situations where you tell a chick, nah, you can't come with me. And she'll still follow you. Because like she's afraid, but she's more afraid of what, at least she sees you. At least she sees you. So even if you're like, nah, stay away from me, if something happens, she's gonna run towards you because that fear is gonna force her, even though she knows what you're saying, but that fear is gonna force her. Like in the movie The Book of Eli. In the movie The Book of Eli, you had that chick that was following Eli all around. You see, because once they sense that, it's like saying no is like killing them. They don't want to die, so they can't take that. They're like telling them no is gonna be like taking away their oxygen. Because you mean to tell me, I see you and I know you can. I know you're good. I know you can protect me, but you want me to go back out there from whatever I just experienced or whatever I'm seeing around? No. I'll just follow you then. I can't go. You'll see. They're not going. It says they're going to take hold firmly. It says here, saying we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. And what happens when a woman is called by a man's name? That means that she is now his wife. She's a part of his household. It says to take away our reproach. And that reminds me or leads me to this last precept here in the book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 10. Because, look, now we're men. So we may forget things. We may let things go. But the Most High doesn't work that way. All right? The Most High is not mocked for whatsoever you reap. That's what you sow is what you're going to reap. Okay? So you may have cursed us out. You may have said something. You may have done this. the Most High remembers that he's going to bring it back on you, man. And we're going to see, we're going to need the Spirit of the Lord to be upon us, because things are going to be so horrific that, you know, you might see, you're going to see certain things and you're going to feel so bad, you know, if the Lord's Spirit is not on you to hold you firm, because it's going to be so brutal. It's going to be so cold. That's why in Isaiah 13, it says, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger. We're going to see a cruel side of the Lord. And the only thing we can take comfort in is knowing that at least that's not us, you know, or our loved ones. It says, I think in Proverbs, it says that, and the righteous shall be quiet for fear of evil. Because we're going to see a cruel side of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. We're going to see that terror, okay, that terror side, where the reason he was called Al-Ashad. We're going to see that Wisdom of Solomon 16 and 17 and 18. You know, and we're going to witness it, and we're going to be afraid. That's going to put the fear of the Lord even more so in us, knowing like, damn, the Lord doesn't play when he says when he says he's mad and he's going to unleash his wrath. He's not playing. And though, Lord willing, we're just going to be like witnesses of it. Just to witness that alone is going to be scary. You know, to see that and to know, like goodness gracious, did she just get grinded in the meat? Oh, you know, man, reality is not something to be played with. So this is Micah chapter 7, verse 10. It says, then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and what shame shall cover her. So it says that they're going to seek a man of the Lord to take away their reproach, which is in essence shame. So when they see these things, that shame and fear is going to come upon them. Like, how could I have been so stupid? How could I have had gold? How could I have had it in my hands and let it go? And now I'm out here trying to seek it back, and it's impossible. And that's going to be for women, and that's also going to be for those that had an opportunity to either be in this truth or to hear this word and repent, and they didn't. And that's why the Lord had it to where when the gospel is preached throughout all the four corners, then the end is going to come. Because then you can't say the Lord wasn't fair. You can't say you didn't hear it. No, you did. You did. You did. You just didn't take heed. So it says, which said unto me, where is the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets, which is mud. And where do you usually find mud? If not in the streets, it's under somebody's boots or under somebody's shoes. And that's something that they don't even want to step in. But when they step in, they want to get it off their shoes as much as possible. That's how low the Lord is going to bring these people, man. Especially these wicked women. They're going to be getting stomped out. Okay, with no mercy. You think people are going to be pulling punches in that day? No. All right, no. Like that dude who was hitting the woman in the head with a hammer until she went down. And you know how hard a freaking hammer is? You ever try to nail? You ever try to put a nail inside something, like to maybe like you got like 2 layers of wood and you want to nail them together, or you want to nail something into a wall and you hitting it, boom, boom, and then it slips and then it hits on your finger? You see how much that shit hurts? I know that I felt that, you know, boom, oh, you when you drop the hammer and shit, you know, your hand is all hurting, and that's one hit on your finger. Now imagine somebody hitting you in your freaking head with force with that hammer, that hard ass, rough ass hammer. Boom, 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 multiple times. That's what you know what I'm saying? Shit, man. The Most High is scary, man. So actually, matter of fact, I know I said this was my last precept, but let me actually get this here in the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. And it says, Hebrews chapter 10, verse 31, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. And everything that's happening right now is being orchestrated and done by the Most High. He's not allowing it to happen. He's giving out the orders for it to happen. So that woman, the Most High is the one that made it happen to her. You know? And so all these people out here, man, you better prepare. If you're not in this truth, if you out there doing it, repent. Repent. And seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai before it's too late. Before it's too late. Because when the terrors get unleashed, as you're seeing little glimpses and demos of it now, there will be no going back. There will be no safety. There will be no timeout. There will be no I'm sorry. There will be no please, I'll give you whatever. No. Just judgment. All right? Just judgment. So you better get ready, man. You better get ready. Let me see. Damn, I mean, brothers are lighting up the combo of precepts. Let me see if I can at least just pick out a few, and then Lowell and just wrap it up here. Yep, this is I Will a War 144K, Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? Yeah, because see that, and that's why we seek Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, because we know we're all worthy, or we all deserve judgment, but we seek him so that he can have mercy on us. You see? Because if he doesn't have mercy on us and we're not exempt, what you think is going to happen? When that destruction comes, why would the Lord exempt you? It's by the mercies of the Lord that he decides, you know what? Spare such and such's life, you know, or provide for such and such. And this was just an assault. Imagine you got to deal with an assault, but then you also got to, you hungry. It's been 4 days and you haven't eaten. And then your mother's dead. You see? Like shit like this. You got to, it's like, it's going to be like a never ending horror nightmare. You know, here it is. You just, and I'm using a hypothetical situation right now. You just ran from a situation where your life was almost taken from you, and you run into like your family's house or your sister or your aunt or whatever, and you go and see her dead body in front of her doorstep. What do you do? You know, what do you like? Do you see the type of shit that we're talking about? We're not just, when the scriptures say, therefore, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. All right. So that's why we are diligent, and that's why we serve the Lord, and that's why we do what we do. Because it first starts with fear of the Lord. We are afraid of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. We fear the Lord. And through that, we do whatever it is the Lord needs us to do. It doesn't matter what anybody else got to say. Because when all hell breaks loose, you ain't going to feed us. The Most High is. You're not going to protect us. The Most High is. You're not going to deliver us. The Most High is. So why the hell should we care what you got to say? You ain't even going to be able to protect yourself. All right? And for all these people that got things to say, you know, no, it's actually this guy. He's the real God. And no, it's this. And you guys are this. Let's see whose God is the real God when that time comes. You know, we'll see whose God is the real God when that time comes. 2nd Ezra 16, then shall they be known who are my chosen. End of story, point blank. All right. So with that, I'm going to end it here. Lord willing, that was edifying to the elect. Hey, man, you know, be careful. You know, be circumspect. The scriptures say, redeeming the times, for the days are evil. So watch, you know, watch around yourself. Don't just walk around. Oh, no. All right. But with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha Kodash. And until next time, Shalom.